1 Mountain West Women's Basketball Championships. You are looking right now inside the Thomas & Mack as game number 1 will pit the number 8 seed Boise State Broncos under the direction of legendary head coach Gordy Presnell against the 9th seed Nevada Wolfpack. Game number 1 here today with the winner advancing to take on the regular season champions in the Mountain West, the number 1 seed UNLV Lady Rebels, tomorrow. I'm Nate Kreckman along with Kelly Burke here this afternoon with you on the Mountain West Network as we get set to bring you game number 1 between a couple of teams, Kelly, in Boise State and Nevada, that scuffled a bit down the stretch. Something has to give today. The question is, what's that going to be?
It's going to be really fun to see. You got Nevada, who's been decimated by injuries, only 7 scholarship players available, and has struggled offensively this year, but has a really solid defense. And then on the converse, you've got the Broncos, who traditionally a very strong defensive team, traditionally are leading the Mountain West in that category, scoring defense. But this year the defense has struggled. It's the offense that's been flowing. Boise State with 8 seniors, and the Wolfpack and the Broncos have split a pair of meetings this season.
Lexi Gibbons and Audrey Roden, the 2 senior leaders for this Nevada team, coming into today at 11 and 20. Gordy Presnell in his 38th year overall, his now 20th season as the head coach at Boise State, an absolute legend in the state of Idaho, and his team is led by the all-Mountain West guard, Tatum Thompson.
Tatum Thompson, what a jump she has made this year into the starting lineup. She's doubled her scoring and her rebounds, and she's a major presence inside to really complement what Abby Muse and Elodie Lalott bring in the post.
So we will get you our opening tip in game number 1 of 10 here on the women's side. It is the 2025 Credit Union 1 Mountain West Women's Basketball Championships. The 8 seed Boise State, the 9 seed Nevada UNLV awaits the winner of this one. Game number 1 will tip off when we come back. Great to have you here on the Mountain West Network. Boise State, Nevada getting set to tip off here at the Thomas & Mack Center in Las Vegas. And we'll get a look at our starting lineups. First for the number 9 seed Nevada Wolfpack. They are led by their seniors, Victoria Davis, Lexi Gibbons, and Audrey Roden. Coming into this one, Lexi Gibbons leading scorer on this Nevada team at 13 points, along with 7 rebounds per game. Nevada coming in has lost 5 straight, just 2 and 8 over their last 10 games. Amanda Levins in her 8th season coaching the Wolfpack there in Reno, Nevada. As for the Boise State Broncos, they come in as the number 8 seed into this tournament. Tatum Thompson this morning named All-Mountain West, averaging 13.7 rebounds per game. Those numbers bump up to 15 and 8 against conference opponents. Mary Kay Narrow is an all-time great point guard in Boise State history. And then Abby Muse is the big. She will jump it up here as our opening tip. And we're getting set to bring you this action. Imby Jones and Abby Muse. Ball is up, controlled by Boise State, and we are underway. Michael Price, Kelly Broomfield, Sean Martin, our officials here this afternoon at the Thomas & Mack in Las Vegas. Nate Kreckman along with Kelly Burke here. Natalie Pasco playing her 100th career game at Boise State with her first touch. They go inside out to Narrow. Ball knocked away, but tracked down by Danny Bays.
You got to have some crisp passes against the Broncos because Nevada gets in the passing lane so well, has those active hands.
Thompson misses from the mid-range late in the shot clock. Ball last touched by the Wolfpack. So Boise State ball. Mary Kay Narrow, 148 starts and 148 career games at Boise State. She inbounds to Thompson. And Muse bodying with Jones down low. Bays, step back 3. And draws nothing.
That's one of the keys to this game for Nevada. You have to defend the 3-ball against Boise State because they can get hot in a hurry, especially Natalie Pasco and Danny Bays, both really good 3-point shooters.
Dominique Maxey with the basketball, the 5'8" sophomore from Hayward, California. Roden, the senior, put it on the floor and banks it up and in. Plus, no, excuse me, we had an offensive foul that was called on Audrey Roden. That's her first.
And Bay's doing a great job of beating Roden to the spot, set her feet, and put her body on the line, drawing the offensive foul.
Nice work by Bays, the 5'11" junior from Brisbane, Australia. She was Mountain West All-Freshman 2 seasons ago. Thompson, backdoor. Bays was too strong.
Bays has been aggressive, though, looking for her shot. And that's a good sign because she's the X factor for this Boise State squad.
Stolen away by Thompson. Working in transition, but gives it right back.
Yeah, love the hustle there by Nevada and Victoria Davis.
Roden defended by Nero. Lob over the top for Givens. She catches, lays it in, and the first bucket of the basketball game goes to Lexi Givens, the 6', fifth-year senior from Alameda, California. Has been much more assertive offensively as her career has gone along. She's one of the veterans on this Nevada team.
And Givens has really had to pick up the scoring load this year, too, and be more aggressive in looking for her offense, especially with Kennedy Lee suffering a season-ending injury back in December.
Get an offensive foul called. Had a collision down in the post. First personal on Abby Muse.
And early turnovers right now for Boise State, just not able to get in an offensive rhythm, although the Broncos, they're getting some good looks.
Victoria Davis out of Chicago, Illinois, 5th-year senior. Started her career at Hampton. Turned over. Nero comes away with it, finds Bays in the corner, wide open 3. Muse got a hand on it, but a whistle and a foul on the floor, and that's quickly 2 fouls on Abby Muse. So Gordy Presnell goes right to Elodie Lalott, and Abby Muse will have to take a seat early on in this contest.
Just good job by Imby Jones of boxing out Muse, forcing her to go over the back, and now because of the 2 fouls, has to take on the seat on the bench.
Davis trying to turn the corner on Thompson. Plays inside out. Maxey crosses over. Dribble drive. Just couldn't finish.
Pretty move. Love that she rejected the screen, took it herself.
Bays feeds Thompson. Bodying, but too strong. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it will be Wolfpack basketball. Slow start here for Boise State as they have not connected on their first 5 attempts from the floor.
Boise State just has to continue to focus on finishing at the rim, getting some really good looks. And I like the way the offense overall is flowing, but you have to be able to finish in tournament games.
Boise in a 2-3 zone. 17 and 14 this year. They won 7 of 18 contests in conference play. Tori Davis, a catch and fire 3. Rebound pulled down by Hicks just into the game. Had a block from behind by Thompson. She got swarmed by Boise State. Nero out in transition. Backdoor cut. Pasco had it knocked away. Scramble on the floor. Thompson cleans it up and had it stripped.
Nevada does such a good job when they initially get beat of recovering, and they do it with their active hands defensively.
Jump ball. Possession arrow will keep the ball with the Wolfpack.
There's a level of physicality right now in this game. And how about Tatum Thompson twice? Didn't even have the positioning, just timing it up perfectly on that block and doing so without fouling. They
feed it into Givens in the post. Nice look. Found a cutter. Charlotte Kleimenhaig now into the game for Nevada, and she misses on her first attempt. Lid on the basket so far. These two teams have combined to go 1 of 12 to start things off. Boise goes right to Lalott, but another offensive foul down in the post by Boise State. That time it was Kendra Hicks, the freshman from Portland, getting position and drawing the contest.
This is just a great job by Hicks, straight up and able to really sell it as well. Nevada has done a great job on their scout of understanding the tendencies so far of these Boise State players.
Injuries, players playing out of role have been big issues for Nevada, really dating back to January. This is something this team has battled all season long. You've got Hicks, who's playing down in the post right now. She's a true freshman. Her role has increased over the course of this season. See Kleimenhaig getting minutes.
It's been a laundry list of injuries. Kennedy Lee really missing her scoring as this Wolfpack squad.
A lot in the game with Muse in the early foul trouble. Pasco turns the corner, banks it in, and Boise State is on the board. Took nearly halfway through this opening quarter, but we are knotted up at 2. Both teams just 1 of 7 from the floor.
Natalie Pasco showing she's not just a three-point sharpshooter. She can take you off the dribble.
Ball soccered by Mary Kay Narrow. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. Low scoring thus far. Boise State and Nevada knotted up at a 2 apiece. Well, we got a close one so far, tied up at 2, just over 5 minutes into this one. Since Nevada joined the Mountain West in 2012, 19 of the 25 meetings between the Wolfpack and the Broncos have been decided by single digits. Kelly, that includes the season series where Nevada and Boise State split. Both teams won at home. In fact, both teams won by 8. So we're literally dead even going into today. And with 4:46 left in the first quarter, we're tied up at 2.
And neither team shooting the ball well, just 14% from the field. And it just feels like this one is going to be who plays the better defense, because both teams really struggling to score the ball right now.
Nevada has had a hard time with this Boise State zone. Roden, quick catch and shoot off the inbound. Offensive rebound, Lexi Givens, stepped through, a lot of contact, no whistle. Good defense without fouling by Tatum Thompson, the all-Mountain West guard for Boise State.
And you're going to see that when you get to postseason tournaments. It's a lot more physical. You're not going to get the whistles from the officials.
Pasco goes high-low to Lalott, and she was fouled. Elodie Lalott, 6'1", a fifth-year senior from Paris, France. She was all Mountain West honorable mention 2 years ago. And she is physical, strong in the post, tough matchup. Draws a lot of double teams. She'll head to the line. Scuffled a bit from the stripe this season, 44%.
Lalott, one of those 8 seniors on this Boise State squad. And when you get to your final couple weeks of your playing career, just that urgency factor goes way up. And so you're going to see that from a lot of these seniors today. They don't want to be one and done here in Vegas.
It's a great feature on the Mountain West Network about the Nevada Wolfpack and Audrey Roden. She's a senior. She talked about how bittersweet this is. Going to the conference tournament, huge games you want to win, but also you know that your time is nearing an end as a college basketball player. Alyssa Christensen comes in now for Boise State. 2-3 zone. Jones flashing. Gets it to a cutting Givens. Nice footwork down low.
Really nice job by Givens, too, getting behind that 2-3 zone on the backside. Even better find, and Nevada's going to have to continue to get creative to find space in that zone, especially the middle of it.
Thompson bodying, stolen away by Givens, but Thompson got it back. Roden is right on the spot. A drive and a kick. Maxey will back it out and slow things down now, and Boise State able to get set in that 2-3.
Wolfpack have to do a better job capitalizing off these turnovers right now. Just 2 points off of turnovers, and Boise State already 4 in this game.
Givens, fearless in the paint, and they called a foul on Mary Kay Narrow. That'll be a shooting foul that'll send Givens to the line.
Just a good recognition there by Givens that she had a little bit of a mismatch inside on her, able to use her body to carve out space.
Taryn Gardner, the freshman from Spokane, into the game.
Hey, straight in on the release.
Six to 4. All 6 of those points have been scored by Lexi Givens for Nevada.
Nevada's going to need that secondary and that third scorer if they're going to have a shot here at winning this opening game.
Thompson going right to work on Givens, and she'll go to the line.
I love the fearlessness that Tatum Thompson plays with. She's kind of unassuming when you look at her, but she plays a lot stronger than the way that unassuming look that she has, and she attacks. She goes right at you. There's no fear.
Gordy Presnell called Tatum Thompson one of the most athletic players that he has ever coached, and he has coached some great ones at Boise State. 5-time Mountain West tournament champions. They four-peated from 2017 to 2020.
Coach Presnell said that Tatum Thompson, she may arguably be the most decorated women's basketball high school player in the state of Washington in history. That's saying a lot.
And Thompson has already matched a career high with 3 block shots today. Gardner got a hand on it and tipped it away to Mary Kay Narrow. Broncos push the tempo. Christensen, a dribble handoff to Gardner. Pasco couldn't turn the corner. That shot looked like it may have been partially blocked.
Well, definitely it was blocked. That was a good contest by Lexi Givens as Nevada had switched on that screen. I don't think Pasco realized how long of Givens is firing that three-pointer.
Shot clock does not reset. Nevada stepped on the end line. Narrow. Oh, she was looking for a cutter back door. Instead, threw it right to Dominique Maxey. Winner of this game plays the top seed UNLV tomorrow. Lady Rebels coming off of a great game, a tough loss at Wyoming. Nationally televised on FS1. Wyoming comes into this tournament as the 2 seed, Colorado State the 3. 4-5 matchup tomorrow as well between New Mexico and San Diego State. This is first round action. This is the 8-9 game. Boise State comes in as the 8. Nevada is the 9. Givens to the corner. Roden to catch and shoot 3. First bucket, not scored by Lexi Givens, but she gets the assist. 4-point lead here in this first quarter for the Wolfpack. Pasco turns the corner.
It's been largely one and done right now for Boise State. Nevada doing a great job controlling the boards.
Roden attacks, floats, and lays it in.
Amanda Levin said that Audrey Roden just has a different urgency about her, and it hasn't just turned on here in the last couple of weeks. She just always plays with that high motor in her, but she's definitely recognizing she's coming down to the end of her career.
5 straight points by Roden. Wolfpack on the run again. Roden faces up on Narrow. Narrow, best on-ball defender on this Boise State team, and she was able to knock that one away out of bounds. Last touched by the Wolfpack. Heather Sowers right there. Part of his staff at Boise State. Gordy Presnell in year 20. Coach Sowers has been there longer than Gordy, and then Carrie Ann Ramirez is also well over a decade in her time at Boise State.
And what I love about Boise State staff is they do their scouts a lot differently. Typically, when you're scouting, an assistant is taking an entire scout, but this squad, or this staff rather, breaks it down. One assistant has the defensive end, another assistant has the offensive end. It's a really great mix that you have a lot of freedom.
They've done a lot of winning in their time at Boise State. Gordy Presnell, 20 Mountain West tournament wins. If he gets a victory today, he would tie the great Don Flanagan with 21. Narrow, baseline express, and she follows up her own miss.
I like how aggressive Narrow is being right now, looking for her shot, really attacking off the bounce, trying to create for herself, but also for her teammates.
Quarter winding down. Maxey, step back at the horn, and she buries that triple. Nevada doubling up Boise State after 10 minutes. It's the Wolfpack 14, Broncos 7 as we head to the second quarter in Las Vegas. Strong finish to that opening quarter for Nevada, including a big-time three right at the buzzer. Lexi Givens, 6 points in the first, but a clutch bucket right there from Dominique Maxey has the Wolfpack up by 7, their biggest lead of the game.
I love the swagger, too, that Maxey showed after that triple, and showing off that she's not just a defensive player, she's a steal machine, but can do it on the offensive end as well.
Libby Hutton has come on to start the second quarter for Boise State. Jada Clark into the game as well. Clark, the senior from Richland, Washington, in her 4th season at Boise State. She'll operate the point with Narrow on the bench right now. Abby Muse back onto the floor. Her time was limited in the opening quarter as she quickly got 2 fouls, but right away makes her presence felt.
And I don't mind this gamble by Gordy Presnell to bring Abby Muse back in this game, try and give the Broncos a different look inside offensively, especially down 5. Feels like a critical point here of this first half.
And they're a different team defensively when Muse is on the floor. She's top 25 in the country in blocked shots. However, Lexi Givens, the left-hand reverse in amongst the trees right there. The lead back to 7.
Lexi Givens has been really active inside the paint, and she's doing it in different ways. Muse, though, with a nice answer inside. Muse is that rim protector, so she's going to make Givens think twice.
2 straight buckets by Muse since she's come back into this game. 6.6 rebounds here in her 5th season at Boise State. All-time leading shot blocker program history. 3-ball is on the way and good from Charlotte Kleimenhaig, the redshirt freshman from Folsom, California. And she's got that Nevada bench fired up.
The freshman doing a great job giving the Wolfpack a little bit of lift. Only averages less than 2 points per game, but hey, having a coming out party here to open the tournament.
They get it down low to Muse. Had it stripped away by Givens, but Boise State able to retain possession. Hutton turns on the Jets, misses the layup, gets her own follow in the stick back.
Great pursuit of that offensive board. And a nice job, too, by Hutton, being aggressive off the bounce, even when the help defense came.
Hutton from Perth, Australia. Seen her role expand over the course of this season.
Broncos back in a man-to-man.
Kleimenhaig trapped in the corner by Muse late in the shot clock, and they don't get it off in time. Great defensive possession for Boise State.
And Nevada has to do a better job of recognizing on that 2-man game. When the Broncos make that switch, you're going to have a mismatch, so you got to attack the mismatch, especially inside.
Audrey Roden comes back onto the floor now. Tori Davis back in as well. Millie Sharp with the ball, the Australian now for Boise State, as Gordy Presnell going deep into the bench here in this first half. bench production, big part of what Boise State does. 29 points a game off the bench. You see 2 right there from Jada Clark. But Boise State, number 8 in the country in terms of bench scoring.
And that's going to be huge for this Boise State squad, as Gordy Presnell has really subbed liberally these last couple of weeks of the season, especially with an injury to Maya Hansen.
See if Nevada can adjust to this man defense. And another block right there by the leading shot blocker in Boise State history, Abby Muse. Swatted that shot from Hicks out of bounds. Jones works, pivots, blocked, chased down by Boise State.
The post players of Boise State right now are just putting up an absolute wall inside.
Nice interior passing to Muse. She lays it in. It's been a huge second quarter for Abby Muse, and a timeout called by Nevada. Boise State on a 6-0 run over the last 91 seconds. Boise State has just been a different team since Abby Muse has come back into the game. She has scored all 6 of her points here in this second quarter. And we have seen the Broncos get this Nevada team searching for answers as we've got a 19-17 game here in the second quarter.
I really love the gamble by Boise State coach Gordy Presnell to put Muse back in this game with 2 fouls left early in the second quarter, and it's clearly paid off. But those 8 seniors today at shoot-around, Coach Presnell gave them the floor to speak about this tournament and their playing careers, and so they're just playing with a different level of urgency right now, and you're seeing that right now in Muse.
And I think it just shows the trust in a 5th-year senior, and that's the kind of connection that Gordy Presnell has with his senior class.
No doubt.
Givens attacks on the dribble, but Muse came over and certainly bothered that shot.
The Broncos have just turned up that post defense here in this second quarter, making every look inside really difficult and contested.
They go right back to Muse. A little too strong that time, and Audrey Roden comes away with it. Nevada over 2.5 minutes without a bucket. Davis attacks, floats, scores, and the foul. The 5th-year senior ends that drought for the Wolfpack.
Tori Davis is so shifty. Watch her off the bounce. The nice little step through, gets the angle. That was a tough shot. She shot that off of 1 foot.
Davis, one of the fastest players in the entire Mountain West. Spent 2 seasons playing at Hampton. This is now her 3rd season playing for Amanda Levens at the University of Nevada in Reno. Halftime show coming up. Jesse Kurtz and Jade Thomas will bring you scores, news, highlights, and everything else happening. Game number 1 of the 2025 Credit Union 1 Mountain West Women's Basketball Championships. Lott bodies, kicks it out to Thompson. Wide open look, and she got the roll.
That's what makes Tatum Thompson so difficult. She can score inside, but she can step out. She's got that mid-range ability. Can also hit the 3, too. She stretches the floor.
Thompson out on Davis now. Lott backs off. Jones will take the 3. Long rebound, corralled by the Wolfpack. Fresh shot clock. Davis takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Givens trying to body it back up. But it will be Boise State basketball. Clark looking for a cutter, stolen away by Victoria Davis. Wolfpack out in transition. Feed Jones in the post. Pump fake and a finish. Inbee Jones, the sophomore from Seattle. Her first year at Nevada, the transfer from Wisconsin. And that was her first basket of the game.
Jones doing a great job posting and reposting, and then Tatum Thompson, the quick answer on the slash to the basket.
We had a whistle away from the basketball. Foul was called on Audrey Roden. That is her first. Correction, that's 2 on Roden. So Roden playing with 2 fouls. Abby Muse 2 fouls as well. She's on the bench right now. Clark, wide open 3 off the feed from Thompson. Catching fire. And we have got a tie game right now here in the second quarter.
Nevada giving Jada Clark way too much room on that 3-point look. You have got to go out and contest that 3-point line against the Broncos.
Boy, Danny Bay is hounding Kleiman-Hay. Try to lob. Jones, floater. Too strong. Last touched by Elodie Lalott. Nevada will retain possession. 3:41 left in this first half. Tied at 24. Givens draws a crowd. Nice defense from Boise State. We have a kicked ball.
Nevada really bailed out there by that kicked ball. Lexi Givens, though, has to do a better job. When the double team comes, she's got to get rid of that ball sooner. That means one of her teammates is wide open.
Reset the shot clock to 20. Clark got a hand on it. Davis able to come up with it. And the ball swatted away inside, out of bounds. Last touched by Nevada. It's Boise State ball.
Elodie Lalott and company sending a message right now. Boise State, a ton of blocks here to open this game. Already 5.
Lalott comes up with it. They get it to Thompson. Thompson off the dribble from the mid-range. No. Jones doubled. Pump fake and a drive. Maxey will take that 3. Rebound pulled down by Thompson. And a rip and run now for Boise State. Backdoor to Bays. And a blocking foul is called.
It's great recognition by Danny Bays. She's the X factor in this game. Great backdoor cut, called for it, and she's got elite speed going downhill.
Mary Kay Narrow checks back in now for Boise State. Alyssa Christensen will replace Elodie Lalott. Danny Bays at the stripe. Good free throw shooter at 77%.
Coach Gordy Presnell said Danny Bays, she has that ability to be that third scorer we need right now, especially with Maya Hansen being out. She can go off for 20 points. We need to make sure we're getting that version of it.
Connects on both. Bays a part of this outstanding junior class with Natalie Pascoe and Tatum Thompson. You mentioned Maya Hansen, who was out today with a knee injury. It's her 3rd consecutive game missed. Boise State up 2. Nevada has led by as many as 7. But they have gone cold here in this second quarter, and they turn it over.
Boise State's done a nice job in this second quarter of mixing up the defenses. In this half, we've already seen man-to-man, 2-3 zone, and then we've seen double teams come in the post. And so it's making Nevada have to think offensively rather than react.
Thompson can't connect from the mid-range. Boise State has held Nevada to 33% shooting here in this quarter and 5 turnovers. Boise State wanted to travel. Instead, there was a foul called on the floor.
Her first personal, second team foul.
Ball knocked away, chased down into the backcourt. It was last touched by Boise State. Jones over to Davis, got to go. And a tough contested three is missed as Boise State continues to suffocate Nevada with their defense here in this second quarter.
This is the defense that Gordy Presnell is used to seeing from his Boise State program, and turning it up for this tournament so far, forcing Nevada into being largely a jump shooting team here in the second.
Mary Kay Narrow brings the ball up the floor. Now the second player in program history to reach 600 career assists. They feed it down low, and a soft touch shown right there by Alyssa Christensen. Final minute of this first half. Like Jones really battling down low. Gibbons couldn't get it to her. Nice catch by Gibbons and a beautiful feed to the cutter, Dominique Maxey.
That's been the next level in Lexi Gibbons' development this year, that ability when the double team comes to pass out of it and to find her slasher.
On the shot clock now. Boise State goes to work. Bays got it to Thompson, catches and lays it in, and one. Beautiful feed, Bays to Thompson.
Thompson is so good on this two-man pick-and-roll game. Watch the way she releases. Doesn't necessarily have to be completely squared up to the basket, but she's, you talked about it, her athleticism. She just glides in the air.
Can't complete the three-point play. Roden hustles it up the floor. Step-through move and lays it in. Huge bucket right before the horn by Audrey Roden. 7 points in the first half for Roden. Boise State led by Thompson with 7. And the Broncos are up by 2. Jesse Kurtz and Jay Thomas have your halftime show coming up next here on the Mountain West Network.
What a start to the 2025 Credit Union 1 Mountain West Women's Basketball Championship. At halftime, we've got a ball game between Boise State and Nevada. The Broncos lead the Wolfpack by a count of 30-28 halfway through this one here at the Thomas and Mack Center. And I suppose we should have guessed this. These two teams always play very close games. In fact, 19 of the 25 meetings between these two teams have been decided by single digits. We've got a second half to decide this one to see who moves on to the quarterfinals, which will be played tomorrow. Hi, everybody. I'm Jesse Kurtz here at the Thomas and Mack Center. We have halftime shows, post-game shows for you planned the entire week, so stay locked right here on the Mountain West Network. Well, earlier today, the Mountain West made a big announcement. They made the announcement of the all-conference team and the players and coach of the year in Mountain West women's basketball. Carly Drew has the rundown.
The Mountain West Women's Basketball Player of the Year is Wyoming's Allison Fertig. The Cowgirl closed out the regular season averaging 19.5 points, 11.5 boards, all while shooting just over 58% from the floor. Fertig earned Mountain West Player of the Week recognition 3 times this season and was also named the 2024-2025 preseason Co-Player of the Year. In her collegiate career, the Wyoming native was named the 2021-2022 Freshman of the Year and has been decorated with all Mountain West honors each year. The Wyoming native is the first Cowgirl to earn the Player of the Year award since the 2017-2018 season and led Wyoming to a 14-4 conference record, a number 2 seed in the Credit Union 1 Mountain West Women's Basketball Championship, and a first-round bye. The Mountain West Women's Basketball Defensive Player of the Year is Wyoming's Emily Mellema. Mellema averaged just nearly 10 points, over 3 rebounds, and just over 2 steals per game. She shot nearly 45% from the field during conference action. Colorado State's Emma Ronsick has been tabbed as the Mountain West Women's Basketball Newcomer of the Year. As a Ram, Ronsick averaged nearly 18 points and over 6 boards while guiding the Green and Gold to a 13-5 record in conference play, earning the 3rd seed and a first-round bye in the Mountain West tournament. Taking the Mountain West Women's Basketball Freshman and 6th Player of the Year award is UNLV's Meadow Rowland. For the 2nd year in a row, the Lady Rebels have earned both honors. Off the bench, Rowland averaged just over 11 points and 5 rebounds and shot almost 60% from the hardwood. The Lady Rebel earned the Mountain West Freshman of the Week honors 4 times this season. Earning the Mountain West Women's Basketball Coach of the Year honors is UNLV's Lindy LaRocque. This is the 3rd time in LaRocque's 5-year tenure she's been named Coach of the Year and the only coach to earn the honor for the Scarlet and Gray program. The Las Vegas native led the Lady Rebels to a 16-2 conference record, a 4th consecutive regular season title, and a number 1 seed in the league tournament with a first-round bye.
Thank you, Carly, and congratulations to this year's winners. If you want to get a look at the all-conference team and the all-defensive team, that's posted right now on the MW.com. Of course, that team and those players dominated by UNLV and Wyoming. The top 2 teams in the regular season in the Mountain West played a fantastic regular season final. We'll get a chance to see the Cowgirls and the Lady Rebels here tomorrow in the quarterfinals. Plenty more to come here at halftime at the Thomas and Mack Center. When I come back, we'll be joined by Jade Thomas. We'll take a look at highlights, get some reaction before we send you back courtside for the second half. Back live at the Thomas and Mack Center, 8-9 game. Nevada and Boise State locked in a battle. The Broncos lead by 2. These two split the regular season series, but Boise State has never lost to Nevada on a neutral court. This is going to be a tough one, and we've seen a very tough opening half. It was a physical start to this game, Jade.
It was a physical game, and I think the defense, they're taking over this game right now, but I'd like to see the offense take care of the ball a little bit more. Nevada had 10 turnovers and Boise State had 6 turnovers, and so I think the defense is really doing their job, but the offense needs to capitalize, slow down, take care of the ball a little bit more.
Yeah, these two teams started 1 of 7 from the field, but really got some traction from there on out. Let's take a look at the highlights here in this first half between the Broncos and the Wolfpack. Early on, Lexi Givens off the Boise State turnover going inside off the glass. Givens was a big-time factor in this game early, but back would come the Broncos. Natalie Pasco with the layup, and then right back to Givens. She has 8 points to lead Nevada, and Givens now a 1,300-point scorer for the Wolfpack. She was really good early in this game.
She was, and they need that. They need her spark to get the team going.
And then Nevada would go on a little bit of a run. Audrey Roden would take over. She scored the next 5 points for the Wolfpack. And check out the step-back 3 from Dino Maxier. She was helped Nevada 4 for 6 from the field to close the first half. But then Abby Muse, who sat with 2 fouls early, caught fire. She took over for Boise State.
Yeah, and you can tell the difference when she's out versus when she's in the game in the paint.
Yeah, and Muse was hit back-to-back buckets for Boise State. Listen, she scores under 6 points per game. She has 6 in the first half, but back would come the Wolfpack. Victoria Davis and company would go back and forth, and this was a game that had a number of lead changes, but here we sit here. It's a 2-point game. What do you like from both of these teams, and what do they need to do going forward here as we head to the second half here shortly?
I really like Boise's adjustments. They went to a 2-3. Boise State, they went to a 2-3. They're long, and I also like how they use their bench. I think it's great when you can rely on your bench if your starters aren't giving you that spark that you need. And for Reno, they're a team that likes to go, 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 go. So they just need to slow it down, see where Lexi Givens is, and then keep her out of foul trouble, keep feeding it to her. But I think both teams are getting a lot of like drive and rolls or picks or dumps. So both teams need to keep the ball moving so they can find those holes to dump it in the inside.
Boise State led by Tatum Thompson. the All-Mountain West player. She has 7 points to lead Boise State. Gordy Presnell, the head coach for Boise State, chasing his 21st win on this floor in this tournament. That would tie a Mountain West record currently held by Don Flanagan. Will he get it? He's got a second half to decide that. Right now, his Broncos lead Nevada 30-28. We'll be back after this break with a second half. We'll join Nate Kreckman and Kelly Burke courtside for all the action right after this timeout on the Mountain West Network.
Second half about to get underway. A 30-28 lead for Boise State over Nevada. Game number 1 of the 2025 Credit Union 1 Mountain West Women's Basketball Championships. Winner of this one gets UNLV tomorrow. Boise State is up 2. Nate Kreckman along with Kelly Burke here at the Thomas and Mack Center in beautiful Las Vegas. And Kelly, that second quarter was all Boise State. What did you see that got the Broncos not just back in this game, but with a halftime lead?
It started with the move to insert Abby Muse back into this ballgame with 2 fouls. She was that energy and that spark for this offense who was so connected in that second quarter, shot 67%. Right now, 10 assists on 12 made baskets.
Abby Muse playing her 152nd consecutive game at Boise State. Iron Woman. On the other side, Lexi Givens. This is game number 139 in a row for Givens. These players have long careers in the COVID year. Blocked by Muse right at the shot clock buzzer. And Boise State comes out with a great defensive stand to open this third quarter. Our officials conferring at midcourt. Michael Price and Sean Martin. They call in Kelly Broomfield to confer as well.
I think trying to make sure that that shot clock shouldn't have reset. Wouldn't be surprised if they go and look at the monitor at this.
So Davis's shot, it looked as though the shot clock had gone red.
Yeah, I totally agree.
As she released it, it did hit the rim. That is certainly not in question at all.
I think that they're actually discussing like the previous.
Yeah, whether or not the shot clock should have reset. I mean, Muse had that block.
Yeah.
And indeed, the determination is made. Shot clock violation. And Boise State ball. And Amanda Levens has some thoughts that she would like to convey. Levens in her 8th season at Nevada. 4 seasons at SIU Edwardsville, then 4 seasons as the associate head coach at Arizona State. Amanda played at Old Dominion and played at Arizona State as well.
Yeah, our time at Arizona State actually as athletes overlapped. She's a couple years older than me, but I actually, when I saw her at Media Day this year, I said, I remember you.
Couple of Sun Devils bumping into each other on the quad. Amanda Levens and Kelly Burke now here in Las Vegas at the Mountain West Tournament. Davis pushes the tempo now here for Nevada. 1 minute into this second half. Givens, bodying, physical drive.
Boise State's just done such a good job of taking away the driving lanes from Nevada in this game.
And Imby Jones overthrows Givens, and they turn it back over to Boise State. This Broncos defensive effort, really, since this first quarter, has been the story of the game.
Coach Presnell has to be so pleased with what he's seen because the defense has been the most inconsistent part about this team this year. And this was a largely veteran group that was expected last year, #1 scoring defense in the Mountain West. So that was expected again this season.
Bays directs traffic. Pasco throws up a wild shot, almost got it to go. Roden pushes the tempo, but throws it out of the reach of Victoria Davis. That's turnover number 13 today, forced by Boise State. Mary Kay Narrow will walk it up. As true a true point guard as you're going to find in women's basketball, Mary Kay Narrow. Thompson's lob down low for Muse is knocked away out of bounds, but the ball will stay here with Boise State. Narrow pushes tempo, great on-ball defender. 5 or more assists, 7 of the last 8 games coming in. In fact, she's the rare case you'll find where she averages more assists than points per game.
Definitely a pass-first point guard, and what a basketball IQ she comes from. Mom is a coach, high school coach, and obviously has very elite family roots at the highest levels in the NBA.
Granddaughter of the Hall of Famer Rick Adelman, her uncle David Adelman, an assistant with the Denver Nuggets.
I would love to just be there at Thanksgiving to see what those talks and the topic of conversation becomes, how competitive it is.
Foul was called on the floor, and it's called against Boise State. That's 2 now on Mary Kay. Her mom, Kathy, the head coach at Beaverton High School there in Oregon. Soft touch shown on the turnaround by Imby Jones, her second made field goal.
Imby Jones, she's just a sophomore, but feels like she can be that next scorer that Amanda Levens is looking for in this offense.
Somebody's going to have to replace Lexi Gibbons and Audrey Roden and Victoria Davis next year, and Imby Jones very well could be that player. Of course, roster consistency, such a challenge in college basketball today. As coaches, they consider it a rebuild every year now.
You pretty much have to go and re-recruit every player on your team now because of NIL.
Blocking foul was called. That was on Roden. That's her third. You know Amanda Levens wants to keep Audrey Roden in the game as long as she can. We'll see what decision she makes right here.
And Audrey Roden's worked really hard, too. Has done a better job this season of honing the ability to not get into foul trouble.
Thompson, now the leading scorer in this game with 9. A couple of rebounds as well. So Roden will sit down. Maxey attacks on the dribble. Probes. Now hits reverse. Jones goes right at Thompson. Puts a shoulder into her. And the whistle and the foul is called on the floor.
I like this move by Nevada. They're trying to consciously get the ball into Imby Jones. And that's a great decision because Lexi Gibbons receives so much defensive attention. You can exploit that one-on-one matchup inside.
It's the first on Thompson. Jones had 16 last Saturday at Utah State, which tied a season high. Played a freshman season at the University of Wisconsin. It's her first season in Reno.
Moved into the starting lineup February 8th against San Jose State.
And she's got 5 points in this game, and we've got a 1-point game. 8-9 matchup between two teams that split in the regular season. Narrow cutting off ball, and it's a jump ball called. Possession arrow will keep the ball here.
Jump ball, possession stays with the Broncos.
Thompson off the catch, the fade. Muse, the putback, and the foul by Jones will send Abby Muse to the stripe.
Boise State's getting really great production right now out of their post players. All 4 of them that have seen action in this game coming out of the half. 17 points from all 4 of those post players. And Muse has been so active right now on the glass, both the offensive and the defensive end.
Boise State's all-time leading rebounder as well as shot blocker. In fact, this Boise State team, leading shot blocking team in the Mountain West and 11th nationally. Narrow the stick back, but couldn't get it to go. Nevada with a chance to take the lead here in quarter number 3. Boy, Maxey got cut off by Muse. Over to Davis. Long three. Rebound is corralled by Thompson. Muse in transition. Pasco, wide open look. Weak side rebound, Abby Muse. Kicks it back out to Pasco. Bayes a catch and shoot three from the corner, in and out. Another offensive rebound by Muse.
In the last couple possessions.
And again they can't cash in. And finally, Jones pulls it away for Nevada. That was a long, empty possession for Boise State. Givens looking for a cutter. Skip pass to Kleiman-Haig. Now Davis operates. Kleiman-Haig, corner three. Lit on the basket on both sides.
Lexi Givens has to continue to be aggressive and hunting her shot. Thought she had a couple looks there. She could have done something with that ball.
Pasco on the attack. Boy, Tatum Thompson went flying in, but Nevada comes away with it. No whistle. Maxey goes right at Bayes. Drew the foul. She'll go to the line when we come back. Nevada down one with a chance to take the lead here in quarter number 3. Bench points 11-3 in favor of Boise State. Their reserves, one of the better units in the entire country. Gordy Presnell has gotten solid production out of them today here in Las Vegas, led by Jada Clark with 5 points in this game. 9 different players have already scored in this game for Boise State. That is 6 consecutive games that they have been able to do that. And the 5 points for Clark is a season high.
And that balance makes it really hard on opposing defenses to scout because you can't key in necessarily on 1 or 2 players.
Maxey was fouled by Danny Bayes just before the break. Bayes playing with 2 fouls. And we're knotted back up at 32. This third quarter looking a lot like the first quarter. Slow offensively for both sides. Oh, Muse, the offensive rebound, tiptoes the baseline. And Thompson just cannot find the mark.
And I don't mind that shot by Tatum Thompson, but she had a mismatch initially with Izzy Sullivan not Izzy Sullivan, but Maxey guarding her, mismatch inside. And so you got to attack off the paint, take advantage of it.
Lexi Givens was called for the loose ball foul right there, crashing into Thompson. Second on Givens now. UNLV awaits the winner of this matchup. Bayes a step back. That one gets nothing. Elodie Lalott comes back in now. She'll replace Abby Muse. Muse had foul trouble early on in this game, but you wouldn't know it by looking at her production. 6.6 rebounds, both of those numbers right at her season averages. And we're only in the third quarter. Davis looks for a cutter and now backs it out. Roden, 2-foot jump stop in the paint, left it short. Chases down her own rebound, gets another look right at the stripe. This one goes down. Nevada back on top.
Roden does such a good job constantly looking for her shot, and she's got such a quick release and trigger that if you're not there basically on the dribble or catch, you're not blocking it or even affecting the shot.
Roden leading Nevada with 9. Deflected out of bounds by Maxey.
It's just great hustle by Audrey Roden, playing with a high urgency factor as a senior, knows her career is winding down and trying to will this Wolfpack team to a win here in the opening round.
Lalott bodying down low. That time she gets shoved from behind. A lot is a tough matchup down in the post. 15 foul called on Nevada. That puts Boise State in the bonus. This Boise State team went 10-3 in the non-conference, including a win over Colorado of the Big 12. They started Mountain West play 5-4, but only 2 wins since February 1st. Got a win against a very good Wyoming team back on February 18th, and then beat Utah State Tuesday at home.
That's the thing that's been a little bit head-scratching about this Boise State squad. You had the wins over Colorado, Wyoming, also a win over New Mexico. Those are really great wins, but then you have some really bad losses, too.
Kendra Hicks called for the moving screen. That'll give the ball back now to Boise State. Inbounded by Hutton. Got it into Gardner. Well, this battle's been fun to watch today. Mary Kay Nero and Dominique Maxey. 2 really good guards going head-to-head. Hutton, the baseline drive, but she traveled. It's turnover number 7 today now for Boise State. Broncos shooting just 30% from the field. Nevada incrementally better at 35%.
Nevada has to do a good job, though, in the second half of capitalizing on these points off of turnovers.
Maxey to Hicks, wide open underneath. Nice look on the pocket pass. She catches and drops it in. Baseline drive and a kick over to Gardner. Gardner had it blocked right into the hands of Hicks.
But before that block, the ball reversal, the ball movement on that actual half-court possession was much better than we've seen this entire third quarter.
Inside 2 minutes now left in this third quarter. Nevada trying to snap a 5-game losing streak here today. Givens left it way short. Hicks cleans it up.
I actually think Givens' shot initially got blocked.
Kendra Hicks, the 6'1 freshman from Portland. She has had an impact on this game today off the bench for Amanda Levens and Nevada.
Hicks has had to play a lot more, too, with Olivia Poulavati injured.
And we had a loose ball foul. That was called on Hutton for Boise State. It was 14 fouls now on Boise State. Check that on Nevada. Knocked away by Nero. Good defensive pressure by the 5th-year senior. Maxey put her head down, and the runner just rolls off. But the physicality is cranked up here in this third quarter. A run and a pile on the floor.
Putting her body on the line. Tori Davis using those active hands.
5'4", smallest player on the floor, but absolutely fearless. Crashing into Elodie Lalott.
She was coming away with that basketball no matter what.
Yeah, no regard for her safety. Jada Clark comes back now for Boise State. Natalie Pasco in the game as well. Gordy Presnell continues to rotate players in and out of the game. Jones put it on the floor, step through, blocked by Muse. Broncos out on the run. Pass ahead to Sharp, but put it right in between her feet.
Right now, Boise State, they just look a little bit sped up, especially in transition. They're rushing shots even when they have a little bit of an advantage with 3-on-2s. And it's leading to a lot of turnovers, and this offense right now completely disconnected.
10 seconds on the game clock here in this third quarter. Hicks, a lob down low for Jones. Got to get it up quickly. And they weren't able to get a shot attempt off at the end of the third, but the Wolfpack lead it by 4 nonetheless as we head to the fourth quarter. 1 quarter to go with Nevada on top. Audrey Roden and Nevada, a 4-point lead as we head to the fourth quarter. Roden right now leading the Wolfpack with 9 points and 6 rebounds. Lexi Given, 8 points and 7 boards here for the Wolfpack. As they have a 4-point lead, they'll try to white-knuckle their way to the finish in a game that has been an absolute physical battle from the start. Neither team shooting the ball particularly well. Someone's going to win this game with defense, Kelly.
It's going to be who has more stops at the end of it. Boise State, though, has to stop turning the ball over.
Bays attacks on the dribble, and she'll go to the stripe. So a good take by Danny Bays to open this fourth quarter for the Boise State Broncos. Bays has yet to hit from the field, but this is her second trip to the line. It's game number 1 of 3 here today at the Thomas and Mack. We'll have the 7-seed Air Force and 10-seeded Utah State up next. And then Fresno State and San Jose State. A couple of rivals will close it out tonight in the nightcap here on day number 1 of the Mountain West Tournament. Bays sinks both of those free throws, and we have a 2-point game. Pristine ball movement by Nevada. They're patient offensively. Maxey looking for a good look. Back outside Givens. She goes to work. Step through move. Drew contact, and Lexi Givens will get back to her feet.
I like the decision by Lexi Givens there. She thought about taking that 3-pointer, but opted to put it on the floor instead, attack off the dribble, get a higher percentage look, and earn herself a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, good aggressive play late in the shot clock.
And Coach Amanda Levin said, given the offensive struggles Nevada has had this year, it's really just frankly come down to we have not shot the ball well. We have not done what you have to do, but put the ball in the basket.
Offense been the issue of late for Nevada. Went 4 straight games scoring 50 or fewer. It was against the top 4 teams in the Mountain West. That we're talking about UNLV, San Diego State, Wyoming, CSU. And they lost 93-75 at Utah State last Saturday. So while they found their offense defensively, they got torched for 93.
Yeah, well, and you even think back to that Wyoming loss. Nevada had 5 or 6 chances in the closing minute of that game to win it.
Well, Kelly, you talked about it. Who gets more stops? And Nevada gets another one right there.
But Nevada has to capitalize on the other end of the floor on offense.
Well, that time, Victoria Davis reached in, ripped it away, but the whistle was blown before she could lay it in, and a jump ball will keep the ball here with the Wolfpack. Victoria Davis has a motor that never stops when she is out on the floor.
She just has those active hands, and the combination of Victoria Davis and you throw in then Daimonique Maxey, those 2 defenders, you can come away with a lot of defense to offense.
Roden leading Nevada today with 9. That's just about right at her season average. Davis gets space. Nice entry pass from Givens to Jones. Jones had a block from behind on the putback, and it went out of bounds. It's Boise State ball.
Just been so impressed with the Broncos' timing when they don't have position, when they're on the backside, and the ability to block the shot without fouling.
a foul away from the ball. That's 3 now on Victoria Davis. Boise State with the basketball, down 3. Boy, Pasco has not been able to get going yet today. She spins and rolls it in. Just the second bucket in this basketball game for Natalie Pasco. We're back to a 1-point game.
And both of Pasco's buckets have come from the mid-range. She's one of the best three-point shooters on this Boise State squad, but the Broncos have not had the three-pointers today, just 1 of 10 from distance.
We get a foul on the entry pass.
Pasco, though, with a nice spin move, and gets the friendly roll.
Boy, there is just no space to operate. Davis, a pull-up triple.
Just a great job there. Davis, the defender, had gone under that screen. It allowed her to have enough space to get a really nice look from that three-point line.
Her first 3 today. Tori Davis now with 6 points. The lead is 4. Muse, the runner, and the left-handed hook. The length of Abby Muse. She shot that right over Givens.
Abby Muse has been really aggressive today, looking for her offense. She hasn't just been a shot blocker and a rebounder, and that's been the difference for this Boise State offense.
Thompson now flashes out on Davis. Roden, catch and shoot 3, way off the mark. Thompson chases it down. 5th rebound for Tatum Thompson. Broncos push the pace. Clark went right down the lane, and she hit the deck hard. Back on her feet.
It's just a great recognition by the freshman Jada Clark, splitting all sorts of defenders. Nobody picked up the ball, so she's able to get all the way downhill, get to the free throw line.
The officials will we're going to go to the monitor here. And we'll take a timeout on the floor with 6:29 to go. Nevada up 2.
So this play being looked at as being possibly upgraded for an intentional foul. A little bit of contact there on the face of Jada Clark. But again, if there's a play being made on the ball, it's not typically going to be ruled an intentional foul.
It was called as a common foul on Audrey Roden, but the story there, her 4th personal. Out of the timeout, Amanda Levins will put Roden back on the bench with 6:29 to play. The question here is, Kelly, is how long can she afford to keep Audrey Roden out of the game? Roden has been one of the few players that's given her consistent offense throughout this contest.
You can't wait long. A couple minutes at the most, and a lot of it just depends on what the score is in this game. If Boise State starts to get any little bit of separation, you got to put Audrey Roden back in this game.
Well, the separation has been closed as we're tied back up now at 42. Under 6.5 minutes left now. And Audrey Roden is on the bench. We still have nobody in double figures in this game. Not something you often say with 6 minutes left. Givens will pull up and shoot it right over Thompson and right on cue. Lexi Givens now in double figures. She has got 11. In fact, she has gone over 1,300 for her career today. Second Nevada player to do that. Danny Bays, a 3 on the way. Rebound high off the back iron. And Clark stepped on the baseline trying to keep it in.
And if Nevada ends up being able to pull out this game, one of the big things that Boise State's going to look back on is how the struggles from the three-point line today. Just 1 3-pointer made.
Givens 11 points to lead all scorers along with 7 rebounds.
And Coach Amanda Levin said, we basically have to get a double-double from Givens every night.
She attacks on the dribble. Nice footwork in the soft touch. And Lexi Givens has put the Wolfpack up a couple of possessions.
Lexi Givens starting to cook. She's hunting her shot, and she's doing it at all 3 levels right now.
That time she went right at Tatum Thompson. Pasco puts her head down. Nice footwork in the soft touch. There's that floater again from Natalie Pasco.
I mean, you think of Pasco as this three-point threat, which she is. She's one of the best three-point shooters in the Mountain West, nationally even. But her mid-range game is pretty sweet, too.
Just her 3rd bucket on 11 attempts in this game. And we have got a 2-point game here late in the 4th quarter. Givens has had the hot hand. Maxey late in the shot clock. Step through, too strong. Jones corrals it. And a golden opportunity missed right there for Nevada. I think Jones just rushed that shot a little bit.
Rushed the shot. I think she also was anticipating contact that she was going to get fouled. So altered her shot.
Clark, backdoor, Thompson. She'll go to the line.
Tatum Thompson is just so skilled with the ball, but also on those off-ball cuts. And Boise State down 2 here with 4 minutes to go.
Snug late here in Las Vegas. Nevada up 2 on Boise State, 46-44. Just over 4 minutes remaining in this game. Lexi Givens leading all scorers with 13 points for Nevada. Boise State has got 9 today from Tatum Thompson. But the Broncos have not been able to get going from behind the arc. They are just 1 of 11 shooting the 3 ball here today. This is the 5th best 3-point shooting team in the Mountain West Conference this season, but they have struggled so far.
And that was the recipe for success that Nevada had in that second win. These teams split a pair of meetings. It was defending the 3 ball, limiting Boise State from the 3-point line, and also winning the rebounding battle, which Nevada is doing right now, +7 in that department.
That free throw trims it to a 1-point game. Audrey Roden back in the game out of the timeout, playing with 4 fouls. They go right to Givens. Givens spins, but had it swatted by Abby Muse. Narrow ahead in transition. Broncos on the break. Thompson left her feet. Hit it off the bottom of the rim. Got her own rebound. The stick back, no. And a whistle and a foul on the floor, and Abby Muse did not like that call.
Boise State's just really struggling right now to finish at the rim. And that's number 4 on Abby Muse.
So the foul situation to watch is Muse playing with 4, Roden playing with 4 for Nevada. Tori Davis has 3. Right now, 4 team fouls on Nevada, 3 on Boise State with 3.5 minutes left. The lob down low for Jones, saved. Davis got it back. Once again, Nevada operating late in the shot clock, and Bays rejects Tori Davis. 2.9 seconds on the shot clock. Ruled out, last touched by Bays, so Nevada ball. And they'll have to get it in and get a quick shot up. Davis got it to Roden. Time for 1 dribble and a pretty good look.
Yeah, that's exactly. You wanted the ball in the hands of Audrey Roden because she's got that quick release.
Pasco curls off a screen. Narrow ball reversal over now to Thompson. Muse battling with Givens down low, but Bays open in the mid-range. Doesn't get it to go. The whistle and a foul is called on the floor.
We'll see if this might be on Audrey Roden. I think she was battling with Tatum Thompson for that rebound.
And indeed, that is number 5 on Audrey Roden. She fouls out. 9 points, 3 rebounds today. And you saw she kind of hooked Narrow with the arm.
Got tangled up. Rather than put a body on her, or butt into her, she tried to block her out with her arm.
So Nevada will go the rest of the way without their senior leader, Audrey Roden. And now Audrey Roden has to look at her teammates and hope that her college career can continue. UNLV awaits the winner of this game. Tough trip to the line for Mary Kay Nero. So, Kelly, the question is, without Audrey Roden on the floor, where will Amanda Levin's turn for perimeter scoring?
I've liked what I've seen today out of Tori Davis when she's been aggressive and looking for her shot.
Kleiman Haig's entry pass is swiped away and stolen, but we get a tie-up on the floor. Nice hustle by Lexi Givens. But the possession arrow does go back to Boise State. 2:26 to play in a one-point game.
It's certainly an advantage, though, for Boise State with Audrey Roden out of this game because you can really start to key in on Lexi Givens now.
Gordy Presnell turns to his senior point guard, Mary Kay Nero. Started every game she has played in her career at Boise State. Today, number 149. Bays, curls, looks. Nero feeds to Muse in the post. Interior pass over to Thompson. Thompson bodying, battling, and a whistle. Foul was called on Tori Davis.
I think I actually would have rather seen Abby Muse just go up for the reverse layup there. And some of that was just a little bit of confusion. Tatum Thompson was cutting into the basket trying to help Muse out, but there was almost a collision between the two teammates.
Yeah, suboptimal floor spacing there from Boise State. Thompson now 5 of 8 at the line today. First Bronco in double figures. She leads the way with 11 points and 6 rebounds, and she puts Boise State back up 1 with under 2 minutes to play in this basketball game. Can Nevada close it out without Audrey Roden on the floor? She is fouled out of this game, and that time it was Danny Bays that was called for the infraction. Third on Bays.
So Boise State now 1 away from putting Nevada into the bonus.
Side out of bounds. Kleiman Haig got it into Davis. Maxey was cut off by Mary Kay Nero, but a whistle and a foul on the floor. Nero thought that contact did not necessarily warrant a whistle.
So we're going to go to the free throw line.
So Nevada in the bonus, and that'll put Maxey on the line to shoot 2. So Kelly, you brought it up very quickly, 2 whistles, and Nevada will shoot free throws the rest of the way. Both teams in the bonus.
It's a costly foul for Boise State.
Hey, on the release now, 1 shot. On the release.
It was a 3rd foul on Mary Kay Nero. Maxey makes both.
Now the Broncos are already in the bonus, and they're one of the better free throw shooting teams in the Mountain West Conference.
Nevada up 1, inside 2 minutes to go. UNLV awaits the winner. You can tell the urgency is picked up. Thompson flashing, catching, turns and scores. Boise State back on top.
Tatum Thompson is just so confident in her mid-range game, and she got plenty of separation there from her defender. Completely clean look, and she drills it.
Timeout, Amanda Levins with 1:07 to go. 17 on the shot clock, and Amanda Levins will call her team over to reset on this possession. Right now, without Audrey Roden in the game, you've got to think option 1 is going inside to Lexi Givens and then perhaps looking for a cutter.
Exactly my thought process is Lexi Givens is going to draw 2 defenders, and so that's where Inby Jones has to be looking to slash to the basket to be the beneficiary of that pass.
All right, fans, it's a 1.
Another good reason to go to Lexi Givens right now is try and draw that 5th foul on Abby Muse. Talking about being a difference maker, Abby Muse is a +4 in this game today.
She's fast approaching her first double-double of the season as well.
Wolfpack ball down 1. And now Givens, stutter steps. She'll shoot a pull-up over Abby Muse. Back iron, no good.
I don't like the shot there. I would have liked Lexi Givens to attack off the bounce, try to draw that 5th foul.
Yeah, settled for a deep mid-range shot. That's a tough 2 to take over Abby Muse.
She didn't really force Muse to guard her at all.
Boise State now working late in the shot clock, and a blocking foul is called. The foul was on Charlotte Kleimenhaig. And free throws now coming up for Boise State with under 30 seconds to play. Danny Bays put her head down and got the foul.
Just late to get there on the help defense. Danny Hayes, she's really struggled to shoot the ball in this game, but this could be sort of her redeeming factor today, making 2 real clutch free throws.
Yeah, she's 0 for 8 from the field, but she has a perfect 4 for 4 from the line. Bay's a very good free throw shooter in the regular season at 77%. Part of this excellent junior class here at Boise State. And a huge second free throw is good, making it a 3-point game with 29.7 seconds left. Timeout called by Amanda Levens. That's a 30.
If you're Amanda Levens, though, you're stressing your team. There's a lot of time left. You do not need a 3-pointer here. There's no reason to panic. Again, I'm going to Lexi Givens, and I'm imploring her, please attack off the bounce.
Givens leading the way today for Nevada with 13 points. See if you can get the ball to Givens at the elbow and find a cutter. Wolfpack down 3. Boise State trying to get back to the Mountain West quarterfinals. These two teams split in the regular season. No surprise, playing a 1-possession game here in the final minute at the conference tournament. Side out of bounds. Maxie Jones, Kleimenhaig, Givens, and Tori Davis in the game now for Nevada. And Amanda Levens calls her team back over. Amanda Levens was hanging on to the game ball.
I mean, she was a point guard at ASU, so.
Likes to have the ball in her hands.
You like to be in control. You're the quarterback of the team.
It's natural.
Oh, you know what? It's blood. That's why.
And we have a blood pause as Danny Bays is getting checked out. She crashed pretty hard on that last drive. And they get that straightened out. And like you said, Nevada doesn't need a 3 right here. And the inbound pass wide of the mark. It goes out of bounds and a painful turnover for Nevada.
It can't happen at that point in the game. That inbound pass has to be pinpoint. Just miscommunication here.
And we'll have to see. Bays got a hand on it, but Givens did as well.
You know, and it's a tough spot to put Givens in because she's trying to seal Bays on her backside, so she doesn't complete. She's a little bit off balance already, and then the pass is not a good pass to begin with.
So a huge stop as Boise State forces the 17th Nevada turnover in this game. Side out of bounds now for the Broncos. Narrow to inbound.
Keep in mind, Boise State, they don't technically need to take a shot here.
They got it into Pasco, and she's quickly fouled. Foul was on Maxie. That'll send Natalie Pasco to the stripe, and not the player you want to send to the line. Pasco, an 87% free throw shooter. And a huge first free throw is knocked in by Natalie Pasco to make it a 2-score game. Boise State by 5, 27.6 seconds to go. And a timeout is called. 2 huge free throws from Natalie Pasco, who has not gotten going from the floor in this game, just 3 of 11. But those free throws give her 8 points today. It's been a tough shooting game all day long for Boise State. Just 16 of 49 from the floor, 1 of 11 from 3, Kelly, and yet they have gutted it out with defense and rebounding. And right now, they have got a 5-point lead with under 30 seconds left.
And despite the offensive woes, Boise State also has done a phenomenal job, especially this quarter at the free throw line. The Broncos 11 of 14 at the charity stripe. They're making the free throws that matter late in this game.
All the pep bands out here at the conference tournament. A lot of Boise State and Nevada fans have traveled in to see this one. It's March, and a chance to play the regular season champions UNLV on the line in this game. This, of course, the first of 3 first-round games today. Nevada will inbound from in front of their own bench, and they need a bucket quickly. Lob into Gibbons. Inside out, Tori Davis, an open 3. Rebound corralled. 3 ball on the way. Doesn't go, and Thompson comes up with it. A huge rebound. Got it ahead to Abby Muse. She's the one you want to foul. Instead, they throw it ahead for Danny Bays.
Wasting way too much time. The foul needed to come in the backcourt.
Yeah. Bays could have turned and probably gotten a bucket. Instead, she backed it out and took more time off the clock, and she'll go to the line. She has made all 6 of her free throw attempts. All 6 of her points have come at the line.
Nevada got the 3-point looks, though. 2 wide open looks from 3. And it just sort of speaks to what the issue has been this season with the offense. Just not being able to convert on some of those open looks you're getting.
Bays makes the second. Nevada out of timeouts. A 6-point game. Got to go quickly. Maxey, too much time going off the clock. And the final shot is swatted away by Millie Sharp, and the Boise State Broncos win it by 6. 54-48 is the final. Mountain West Tournament win number 21 in the career for Gordy Presnell, tying the great Don Flanagan for the Mountain West record. And Boise State moves on. They will take on the top seed UNLV tomorrow behind 14 points and 7 rebounds from Tatum Thompson. Boise State gets the win and advances. 54-48 your Final Four. My partner Kelly Burke. My name is Nate Kreckman. Post-game show coming up next here on the Mountain West Network. Boise State wins and moves on.